Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. All right. Back at you with another lesson, and this is, I won't have any videos today, this is going to be about just taking heed. Take heed, the importance of taking heed, man. Really listen and applying what you heard through these scriptures, man. It's really detrimental to your life, If I didn't say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, well, all right. And, it's taking heed is very vital to this walk, in applying yourself, listening, especially if it's a man only if it's a man of the Lord giving you the wisdom that the Lord requires, giving you that wisdom. You should take heed. A prudent man loves correction. He loves to hear stuff of the Lord. He loves to the brethren to keep him sharp. We got a lot of procrastinations. We got a lot of putting. You got people that put the wrong things as their number one priority, when really your number one priority is to fear the Lord and to keep His commandments, of course, and that involves taking heed. It involves applying what you heard. It involves not just doing it in front of brothers, doing it when brothers are not looking, That's, because the Lord will, because the flip side is the Lord will be jealous. The Lord was going to bring wrath, and the Lord will chasten you, or death. And there's a lot of death going on because there's not a lot of taking heed going on. And, brothers in this truth, you have to take heed, man. Really listen. When brothers is telling you to get right in different areas that a brother's kind of low in, or, brother, be strong around your family. Don't be weak around your family, bro. Or just stay away from them, or anything, whatever the life brings you, stay on your Father's business and that's applying what took heed, because we must feed the sheep regardless of what we're going through. I just knew that I had to, the Lord. I've been going through so much, man, but I just know I got it, in the back of my mind. I said, I gotta do some. I gotta do something. I gotta feed the sheep. I gotta take heed. I gotta get a lesson in, But let me put the scriptures. I don't want to ramble. All right. Let me line the scriptures up. All right. Salaki, I don't like to ramble, but I just. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Save thyself and them that hear thee. Taking heed saves your life. Taking heed saves your life, man. Everything around here is death. When you take heed to these living words, come on, you're going to be, Lord willing, the Lord won't forsake you. But if you indulge in the death and play and act like you're doing this, death is going to touch you. Or the Lord's going to chasten you to remind you. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. These are multiple things to take heed of too. Take heed unto yourself, because we have to examine ourselves daily. You got to know if you off in a day. You got to know this, man. You got to know this. You can't just not be knowing that you off, man. You got to correct that shit. You got to know when, okay, let me back on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me examine. So that's one thing to take heed. Take heed unto the doctrine. And that's these living waters, the word. Continue in them. And while we continue, we going through tribulation, man. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Now that's deep, and I want to go to 15. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly on them, and thy profiting may appear to all. You know, let's go to Hebrews 12:7. If ye endure chastening, because I'm gonna, my son has been shot. That's what I'm dealing with. My baby boy has been shot. And he survived. He Lord had mercy on him, And I understand judgment. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For that son is whom the father chastened not. So I gotta, there's been a lot of examples to see. I see my son, the Lord have mercy on him. He's alive, so I know that the Lord has him. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye bastards and not sons. So my son has had mercy. The Lord have mercy on my son. And the Kala Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Tawari Yahweh Wari Yahweh Shai Wari Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Shai Wari Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakata Wakakwadash. My son's doing well. The Lord has been blessing him to recover well. But take heed, because the Lord has his ways of showing you. But when he shows you and you don't see that, then there won't be any chances anymore, But let's go to the next precept. The Lord sees us as his sons. The Lord is having mercy on us, and we can't take advantage of that. You have to be faithful in your walk through the tribulation and listening, man. If you are in the wrong, if you are not communicating well, brother, if you are not being clear on things and or not participating in things as much, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to myself as well. if you're not participating, if you're not, giving the Lord time as much as you can, while the time is now. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Neither be weary, I'm going to go into the NLT too. Neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord love, he correcteth, even as a father the son, in whom he delighteth. All right? No one, if I don't correct you, I don't like you. If I don't tell you where you're going wrong at, I don't like you. But if I do, I love you. All right? Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies. And wisdom is a woman. That's why it says she is more precious than rubies. And all of the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Men of the Lord give you advice or counsel. That's wisdom. They didn't have to do that. The Lord didn't have to bring that man of the Lord around you to give you that advice. You have to know and take heed. And all of length of days is in her right hand. Come on. When you don't have wisdom, you die. When you're not taking heed, you're on the way to death. Length of days is in her right hand. And when you got wisdom, you have life. In her left hand, riches and honor. Right? Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. When you don't apply wisdom and get in tune with her, there's no peace around. There's nothing but chaos. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. And people with wicked wisdom are miserable, man. They're fucking miserable. And when the time comes, when shit start hitting the fan, they're gonna be even more miserable because they don't have wisdom that we're speaking of. This is real. Take heed. This is not a game. Let me go into the NLT. Proverbs 3:11, 18 NLT. Boom. My child, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11, my child, don't reject the Lord's discipline, and don't be upset when he corrects you. So I had to understand, when the Lord really, might rattle your world, but you're still alive. Well, he sent you that message. He corrected you. Don't be upset, for the Lord corrects those he loves, just as a father corrects a child in whom he delights. Correction is love, man. Correction is love, man. Come on, take heed, take heed, take heed. But with that, let me see, I got one more precept. Everything's good, man. We understand judgment. And when the Lord gives you that warning, don't be slow on your feet now. Don't be slow on your feet now. The Lord gives you a warning. Don't be slow on your feet. You better get right. You said, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. I made haste and delayed not. Man, hop right on it. Hop right on it. When that wisdom hits you, you meditate on these words and make sure you do what you need to do throughout the world. Let your light shine. But don't just do it in front of the brothers, because the Lord's going to chasten you, or the Lord's going to take your ass out. You get corrected, you apply yourself, you do it, you make corrections, no questions asked, do it, and you choose life. And you don't, you choose death. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you get, that's what's going to keep your salvation. Faith. The faith in the practicing these righteous acts. All right? With that, hope this is edifying to your elect. I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom.